of what an ideal woman should be. So that is, who Shilpi is for me. I should tell you, the first time I met Shilpi, it was such a warm feeling. Shilpi, do you remember that? Yeah? A very warm feeling when we met, and so full of energy, so full of enthusiasm, such a vibrant young lady. And that is what, my dream and wish, that all the women of St. Francis College turns out to be as inspiring as Shilpi, right from her charisma, the enthusiasm she has, a beautiful positive attitude, a go-getter. She has conducted numerous concerts, bringing together celebrities of all right. But I should tell you, she is a celebrity of her own kind and in her own right, in a very unique way. Shilpi, sorry, I'm not boasting. It's just that I have to let my students know who you are as a person, Shilpi. So that's one part of it. Wait till you hear her speak. She has an amazing voice. You can listen to her for hours together. She's been on many brands and stations and events together. So she will also tell you more about herself in due course. But to me, Shilpi is one who is an epitome and an example of an ideal woman, a confident personality, a role model, but most importantly, someone who has been able to utilize her talents wisely and kind of balance that family spirit at the same time. So now let me focus on what the day is about and leave our chief guest out for some time in the conversation, if I may. Once again, when I think about talent, it says your talent is a gift, is God's gift to you. What you do with it is your gift back to God. So remember, all of us have talents, and these are God's gifts to us. But what we do with it is our gift back to God. And it's really important that we believe in ourselves. Let us always be braver than we think, and more stronger than we know who we are, and more capable of things we can imagine.
Chauhan is a name that most voice artists and many corporate executives are familiar with. She helps professionals and business leaders master their voice, fine-tune and use it effectively. In the few years of her corporate job, she climbed the career ladder quickly to peak as the head training consultant with a boutique training firm, Chrysalis HRD Private Limited. As an entrepreneur, she provides personalized coaching to aspiring voice artists, public speakers.
Amina, thank you so much for welcoming me, for thinking about me, and that was a lovely introduction. I am full of gratitude, really filled with gratitude for having you said those words about me. Okay. And thank you to Usha for coordinating everything. Thank you, Dr. Rao, Brother Simon, Brother Matthew, for having me over. Thank you, students and all the faculty. Well, I'm sure that everyone, including me, wishes this event was real time. Because I know how it takes me back to those days when I would be behind the stage, on stage, backstage, with all that drama and thrill of going through that chaos, good, bad, ugly, and then the anxiety and the excitement when the event was getting closer. And then finally the feeling of, now what? Oh, it's over. What do we do? So all that adrenaline rush, it takes me back to my college days, because I've been always on stage, backstage, behind the scenes, and on stage as well. So supporting art and culture is very close to my heart, being a creative person and belonging to the creative field. And I must tell you, dear students, that this phase doesn't come back, and these are the memories we will cherish forever. Like Samira and Dr. Rao have rightly said, that use your talents. If you can put your talents into using it as a profession, the amount of joy you will experience is boundless, really boundless joy. Okay, so since this event is all about talent and performances and skills, I would like to touch upon a very fascinating aspect of being born as a human, and that is creativity. Creativity is essential for human expression. because it is only through artistic possibilities of expressing that human beings enjoy life and they are actually pulled apart from other beings on this planet. When you think about creativity, you might think about geniuses like Tagore, Satyajit Ray, M.F. Hussain, Rahman, Da Vinci, Beatles, Mozart, Beethoven, all of these people. But yes, they were considered to be geniuses. And their unique talents were celebrated because they created masterpieces in their lifetime, which we enjoy till date. But that is big creativity, which is valued and celebrated. We're talking about creativity in everyday life. And that creativity has allowed us humans to flourish over thousands of years. And that is what sets us apart from animals. And that is also the type of creativity when fostered through our education system. And like St. Francis College, I really appreciate that they're making this event happen. Coronavirus has not hampered that spirit. And this is what takes us beyond all the nitty-gritties of life. And that is what transcends into our workplace also. But the truth is that maybe we all cannot be geniuses, but like Samira rightly said, we all possess creative attributes. And this creative attribute each one of us possess help us as we solve life's problems and make decisions. Now see, I was a corporate trainer and I chose to become a voice coach. And using human voice is a huge creative aspect. And I made that into my profession. So it is important that we keep exploring our hidden talents, our hidden potential, what we have, and find the right guru, right mentor if you really want to sharpen that skill in your life. If you want to sharpen that skill and make it a profession, you need to find a guru and a mentor. So you go on the search, continue with the search to find the person to train you, to hone your skills. But the idea is to keep that creativity intact. Now, when we talk about creativity, we also think that it is about ideas. Yes, it is about coming up with original and unconventional ideas and strategies that have never been used. But many a times we are guided by fear. What if the idea fails? So the mind can be full of ideas, but when we execute those ideas and convert it into a work of art or an invention or a successful business, that is what is called innovation. And that is the path we walk from producing creative ideas to executing it with innovation. And the interesting fact is that creativity is also about solving everyday problems in life and workplace. I'm sure all of us had that aha moment, when we are going through some rigmarole in our mind. That how do I solve this situation? What could be the best fitting solution? And then from somewhere that idea occurs, seemingly out of nowhere. And this feeling that, that's the idea. Eureka, I found it. That is what is a form of creativity. Let me tell you a story. Game for a story, everyone? Okay. So I'm going to tell you a story about a hostel warden. Okay. She was getting continuous complaints from her the maids in the hostel that the girls staying in the hostel would be leaving lipstick stains marks on the mirror in the restrooms. I don't know if anybody has heard of this story, but I found this story very amusing, and also from the creative perspective, it does drive down a point. So let me just continue. So the warden was perplexed why the girls are doing this. She kept reprimanding the girls. She kept pasting notices all over the hostel that girls, please do not do this. This is really very ill-mannered, impolite, and you're inconveniencing the maids because they have to clean the mirrors every day. But the girls did not pay attention to her. They continued with their mischief. They were really mischievous. So she kept thinking. She was flustered. She was perplexed. She kept thinking that, what do I do? How do I solve the problem? And then that aha moment, the idea struck her. And what did she do? She called upon the representatives from all the classes, okay, the girl representatives from all the classes one day, and she also informed the headmistress, and she told them to visit the restroom, all of them together at a certain point of time. So all of them gathered, and then she addressed the crowd. She said that, girls, you know, lipsticks are supposed to be staying on your lips for long hours. So if you stain the mirrors with your lipstick kiss, it is very difficult to wipe that off. And our maids are going through that Herculean task of cleaning the mirrors every day, and every other morning the same marks appear. And nobody's paying attention to it. So now I have tried to persuade you from not doing it. But today I'm going to have the maid demonstrate how she cleans the restroom mirrors and what she goes through while cleaning the restroom mirrors. So they were all curious that what is she going to demonstrate. So now the maid comes, she gets a sponge, she dips it in one of the toilet bowls, takes the water from there, the sponge absorbs the water, and with that very water she starts wiping the mirror. Okay? And can you imagine the expression on the girls' faces? They slowly leave without a word, and from next day onwards, there is no lipstick stain on the mirrors. So that is the power of creative problem solving. Soon, with all the education, all the information, all the inspiration that you have been gathering from your college, prestigious St. Francis College, I'm sure you're going to start a new phase of life. When you go at a workplace, when you start your careers, when you choose what to do. But this creativity is going to help you out. Like Thomas Edison Alva, the greatest innovator of all time, said that innovation is only 1%. 1% inspiration, and it is 99% perspiration. It takes a lot of hard work to execute the idea. But when the idea is executed, the result is humongous. You will be satisfied in life. And you can use this creativity in a range of areas in life. All right? So all that I want to say now is that come what may, whatever the future unfolds for you, keep your creativity intact uncompromisingly. Explore your hidden potential, preserve your talents, and find creativity in the little things in daily life, like a simple thing, like cooking even a simple meal, or appreciating the handicrafts, artisans of our country, pursuing dance, pursuing music, pursuing performing arts, whatever you do. When your brain is active creatively, you sure will shine in future in all the areas of life and whatever profession you take up. And let me tell you one thing, one last thing before I wind up, is that it is our creative pursuits that keep our soul alive. And as a human being, we are blessed with creativity, which none other being is blessed with. So go on and use it till you enjoy life on this planet. Thank you so much, everybody. All the best. And I'm glad to have been a part of this event. Thank you very much, Samira, Dr. Rao, Brother Simon, Brother Matthew, and Usha. Thank you very much.